Hello, 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 everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Rainey Ray, and I love these essential oils and I love educating on them. And joining us today is one of our newer people to doTERRA, Brandy Owens. And Brandy, whenever you have any questions, just jump in. Anything to add, jump in, because this is all about educating and Q&As and anything we want it to be. Cool. So I wanted to talk to you today about a little more about geranium. And the reason is because there's things that I've been learning about geranium that I wish I had known a year ago, 2 years ago. Okay. And now I understand in our Essential Life book, it calls geranium a powerful floral oil, often referred to as the poor man's rose. If you don't have rose, reach for geranium. And I'm understanding more and more about geranium. If you follow me, you know I'm not in love with the aroma of geranium. Some people are. It's used a lot in perfumes and all that. But I'm in love with the other powers of geranium. And not only is geranium steroidal, so when you're put on steroids or you use steroidal cream, things like that. Some of our oils, because we look at the chemical constituents, have steroidal powers, but also geranium supports strong, healthy blood vessels. So, um, we commonly use geranium to support cardiovascular health. And I'm going to read this due to its natural astringent, tonic, and circulation boosting property. It helps to strengthen blood vessels, improve circulation, and maintain healthy blood pressure levels that are already within, not too far off the normal range. It can be used topically, diluted, or internally to support circulation and vascular health. So, we're going to talk in a little bit about the other uses that we all know for geranium, okay? Whether it's liver, growing hair, all that kind of stuff, okay? But if you know me, you know that I've had challenges with my left eye. It was injured when I was very young. And lately, the little blood vessels in your eye, that cause you to have like bloodshot eyes and things like that. Mine were basically, bursting so that there was blood in my eye. I didn't see it from the outside. It was back inside. So my challenge was, how do I address this without going on to the drops and things for pressure and all that kind of stuff that the doctors from our Western medicine want to put you on, okay? Because there's side effects of those that I didn't want. So we already know I added that I use a eye health roller, okay? This started after I had surgery on my eye a few years ago and needed to lower the pressure in my eye. So pressure creates damage on the nerves, glaucoma, right? That's pressure in the eyes. And I didn't want that to happen, and I didn't want to be on the drops. So I went into Essential Life book, and in the front, there's a quick reference section. And under, let me find it again. I thought I had it somewhere. And under glaucoma, um, it says that they suggest five different oils: lemongrass, DDR prime, which is our damaged DNA repair blend, frankincense, black pepper, and immortelle. Okay, immortelle is our anti-aging blend, and I'm going to talk to you about why these oils are in there. Okay, but now since I was reading about geranium, I'm adding that to my eye routine. Okay. So as we age, we want to continue our good vision. And I want to continue good eye health also. So I needed something that was anti-inflammatory and supported strong blood vessels. And boom, I'm reading about geranium, and there you go. Okay. So at this time, I already have my eye roller. Okay. My eye roller has in it lemongrass, as I said, DDR prime, frankincense, black pepper, and immortelle. I already had, because I love geranium for skin, look how worn that is, frankincense and geranium roller. Both of these, instead of using fractionated coconut oil, both of these have jojoba oil in it. Okay. To call it jojoba oil is really a misnomer. It's really an ester, so it's very nutritious to the skin. So rather than just screwing around and making another eye roller, what I did was I put on my hydrating cream or anti-aging eye cream from doTERRA, roll this around, and you do it in a C, okay, so this way. And then I roll my eye one around, okay, and then I rub it in a C. You don't go in the eye, putting it closest to the area of concern without going into the eye. Okay. I do it twice a day. I have felt a lot of relief. I have not had any of those incidents anymore where I could tell that there was some bleeding in the small vessels. And there's probably a fancy name for that I don't know. Okay. But so I believe that this is great for eye health. My eyes improved, meaning when you go in for the refraction, my eyes improved when I started using the eye roller. Okay. Um, so so the basic recipe we've gone through. Now I added an oil called Tulsi, Tulsi, holy basil. It is not in our normal lineup. So from time to time, doTERRA releases what we call LTOs, limited time offers. Okay. When those happen, you want to get them. All right. Tulsi was one of those, and it may or may not be in our regular lineup now. Litsi is another one of those. You want to grab it while you can. Very powerful oils. Okay. So the eye health roller, I put in, and you can do anywhere from 10 to 20 drops of each oil. Black pepper, lemongrass, frankincense, our DDR prime, and the Immortel anti-aging blend. And then I put 10 drops of Tulsi holy basil in. Top it off with jojoba oil. This roller is a little essential oil heavy, meaning what you really want is no more than about 50-50 essential oil to carrier. Okay. So you can vary it as you want. So why Immortel? Okay. Our anti-aging blend, Immortel, is fabulous. This roller is not diluted when you get it. So for years, what I did was I would make one of these rollers into three. So I would take two other rollers, split this up by just opening up, taking off the roller ball assembly, and carefully pouring it in because it ain't cheap, okay? And and now what I do is I'll make sure that I have a good amount of hydrating cream or castor oil. Our castor oil is fabulous, okay, on my face. And then I put this on right out of the roller. Neat. Okay, pluses and minuses to that. When you put an oil on neat, it absorbs faster, okay? Because they're volatile aromatic compounds, which just is a fancy word to mean you leave them open and they'll evaporate, okay? The other thing is that you can have skin sensitivity. When I layer on the hydrating cream and or castor oil, it gives it that same effect of the carrier oil and holds it in place. And it helps with sensitivity. All right. So the anti-aging blend, which is phenomenal, has frankincense, lavender, sandalwood, myrrh, helichrysum, and rose. All heavy hitters for skin. Okay. This is something that you can save up your points and get if you're using our loyalty reward program, or just bite the bullet and get it because you're not going to find a better face skin oil than this combination. Okay, it's incredible. And you can read about the individual oils that are in there. So, what is steroidal, right? They want me to take steroid drops in order to reduce the inflammation in the eye to ease it up so that my situation would heal. Okay. So, it stimulates and or if something is steroidal, it stimulates and or mimics cortisone action and reduces inflammation, basically. Okay. So there are certain oils that have the chemical constituents that are steroidal. Geranium is one of them. Frankincense, DDR prime, our blend is because of the oils that are in there. And there's, I don't know, about 15 oils in the list, and I'll post it. All right. That list I've accumulated from reading other stuff and the Essential Life book, okay, which has a whole section in here on, and I wanted to show you all this. I love this book. I'm always discovering things. Whole section on oil properties. So the oils are down on the rows and the columns are the properties, okay? And there's a column for steroidal, shocking though that may be, all right? So what is the other superpower of geranium? All right, detoxing. So we have a liver roller. So all the time, um, our body is absorbing toxins, whether it's in our water, whether it's the microparticles of plastic that are coming in, whether it's processed food, breathing in chemicals, whatever it is, we're getting in toxins. Household cleaning products are a big one. Personal care products are a big one. I remember when we moved out of our home up north and moved into the RV. I said to my Tom, I go, no toxic chemicals in the RV, right? So anything that he needed for his work had to be in his work trailer, not even stored in the back of our RV. We both felt better just doing that. Okay. So the Love Your Liver roller, or just liver roller, um, I fell off the wagon a while back from using it. Now I have it right by my bed. Okay. And you want to roll it, the Love Your Liver roller, from hip to hip. Okay. Hip to hip. The liver is really over on your right side, but what the heck? Let's get it hip to hip. Okay. And then just rub it in. The simple recipe for the Love Your Liver roller is blue tansy, geranium, our Zendocrine Detox blend, if you still have it. Otherwise, the reformulated version is Revitazen, adaptive, and citrus bloom. Okay. The simple recipe has blends in it because then you're getting various different oils that help with the detox. The full Love Your Liver is in our group. Just type in liver roller, okay? And if you're listening to this on YouTube and you're not in our group, just contact me and I'll walk you through it, okay? Easy. But you want to use it. Have making the roller like I did and letting it sit was not helping my liver, okay? So we want to do that, all right? The other big bonus of geranium is that it, to me anyway, is that in our hair grow recipe. All right. So whether you need to grow hair, want healthier hair, shinier hair, whatever it is, okay, the hair grow recipe is great. Okay. And so that's got the basic one, the small one, I would call it, the starter one, is cedar wood that promotes thick and healthy looking hair and scalp. Clary sage for, again, healthy looking hair and scalp. Peppermint, because it's invigorating and cleansing. Geranium, so that keeps the scalp healthy and clean, and it also gives your hair a shine. All right. Rosemary. Rosemary is the main oil for growing and promoting hair growth. Okay. Just be careful with rosemary because if someone has a propensity towards seizure, rosemary can reduce the threshold for seizure. Okay. Um, so I want people to be mindful of that. All right. And lavender, lavender is so soothing and so good for our skin and our hair, and you want the scalp to be healthy so the hair will grow. When I'm working with dogs, I tend to use um, rosemary, lavender, and geranium. Okay, cedar wood also. When I'm working with people, you start with those 5 oils. And if you want to up level it, you add 4 more oils. Frankincense, lavender, I already said, tea tree, and copaiba. Now, hinoki, if you have it, add that in too. So really, I lied. There's 10 oils, not 9. Um, but I think that the more we learn about the oils, the more we understand how we can use them. So in the Essential Life book under geranium, there's a whole page, okay? And the things that bounce out to me in here, and I learn something every time I look at it. The top uses: blood toxicity, bleeding, varicose veins, and broken capillaries. So, duh, with my eye thing, right? You know, liver and gallbladder issues, bile duct obstructions, hormone imbalance. We didn't even go into that. Geranium is one of the powerhouses for balancing hormones, adrenal fatigue, and if somebody is excessively emotional, all right, menstrual issues, PMS. So if you have irregular or prolonged menstruation, blood sugar imbalance, this oil is amazing. Cuts, wounds, scars, it's because it's so good for the skin. Nerve pain, degeneration, and spinal calcification and osteoporosis. Okay. So for osteo, we have our bone nutrients and our phytoestrogen combo. Okay. But remember, geranium is really, really good. Eczema, cellulitis, dermatitis, all of that, ringworm even. Dry or oily hair and skin. So remember that scalp. Okay. And breast tenderness, and recovering from miscarriages. So any questions on that, Randy, or your thoughts or anything?
So will it help on men's PMSing?
On men's, yes. It could very well, because they have hormones too, all right? And they need
They
balancing.
they go through PMS, and I know they do.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they do. Oh yeah, they do. Yeah.
For sure.
When I open up and smell geranium, I'm not a fan. Okay. I've gotten to love it more, if I can put it that way, over the years. But it reminds me of nursing homes.
The what do I put adaptive
Uh-huh.
in my diffuser today. And you know what it reminds me of? Urine.
Oh, it does. Okay, see, so here's an interesting thing to bring up. When you're smelling an oil, so for example, when I take in geranium, and whenever you're filling a diffuser, putting it on you, whatever you're doing with an oil, always inhale it. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, but I did not like it. Some people say if you don't like an oil or don't appreciate like the smell of it, that really means you need it. Okay. Some people, there's split opinion on that. Um, but when you smell adaptive now and then over time expose yourself to it, your view of it may change. You
Yeah,
know,
I've been doing separate, like, I like, oh, let's do this one today. Because I'm
right,
sitting here and it's just
right.
like going. And then in the living room, in the kitchen area, and the dining room, I think I put peppermint in there.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you walk into the house, it smells good now.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
before you could smell my fox.
yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah,
So I was like,
yeah.
oh.
No, it's
So
great. And
I
there's
put it
other
in there.
oils that are also good for not just masking odors, but
Hmm.
actually changing it,
Hmm.
so that, yeah, pretty cool. The,
Yeah.
you kind of wonder, doTERRA with the special this month, 200 PV, you get free geranium, and then you get the castor oil pack to hold it on, okay?
For
And
March or February? For
February,
February?
yeah, this month, yeah. So I was wondering, I always wonder why is doTERRA doing it? Why? Why do they pick that oil? It's not just random, okay? And it's because we know after being cooped up in the winter or whatever other reasons, maybe eating differently, our liver needs support. So, that's why I think they're doing it. And I like to think that our eyes and our hair need support. So that's all good. All right. Any other questions outside of geranium? I know you and I talked yesterday and we'll talk
Yeah.
again. But I think that as things come up, um, you know, fear not asking them. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and we can go through that. The see if I missed anything that I wanted to talk about. I think that's pretty much it. Unless you have something else.
I have a list of things I want to buy.
Oh, of course, because you're new. Yes. I recommend slow and steady, and here's the reason.
Yes. And I'm like, I went through one because I'm going to do another scrub.
Mm-hmm.
I found the MetaPower. I found a MetaPower scrub I want to do.
Awesome.
And I'm going to use it. And my MetaPower, my shipment said it'd be here Wednesday, but it's going to be here tomorrow.
Yay.
I know. And I'm going to use
Yay.
it.
And
But
MetaPower, people use that for what do you call it when it's the oil brushing?
hmm
Uh,
I seen that. I printed it off.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
printed that
Yeah.
off. But also I'm gonna do a MetaPower. Um, I'm gonna order the Super Mint
Mm-hmm.
because the Energy Burst roller
Yeah.
with MetaPower in it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
make one of those too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And
yeah.
I always tell people, whether you're new or old, if you make a roller, do a scrub, whatever, and you're good at this, you're a great example of this. Make some notes that you put this, and this in
Mhm.
because you go back and you think, oh, what did I put in there? So yeah, that's awesome. Oh, good. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I love that. I
So
love that.
my first scrub I made, I gave Katie the sample, the oldest daughter the sample, and what was in it? She goes, "Mom, I broke out in hives." I was like, "Well, I know you can't use that one now."
That's right. That's right.
But I
Well, and
put coconut in
sometimes
it.
here's what happens is Sometimes if people's immune system is off or their toxicity levels are high or things like that. I used to be very reactive to oils. If I put oils on, I would have a rash or hives. And it wasn't because of the oil per se, it was because your skin is another filter and it's
Yeah.
already busy trying to detox your body.
Hmm.
Um, so make things a lot more diluted for her.
Yeah. So she don't eat coconut.
Mm-hmm.
She don't like the smell of coconut.
Mm-hmm.
So I put coconut oil in it. So it could be that. But
Well, and
she
I don't
just
know.
had
It
that.
could be, but if you
I
smell
told
our
her,
coconut oil,
yeah,
our
it smells
fractionated
good.
coconut oil,
Yeah.
it doesn't really smell,
Mm-mm. But
it's
she just had a
very,
full hysterectomy, so her immunes may be off.
yeah,
Her
yeah,
hormones might be off.
yeah, yeah.
So, and she's starting to get nauseous again. So I was going to make her a nauseous roller.
Good, good.
And at night, she gets nauseous at night, like bedtime. So I
So
think
that'll
that's
be
why.
very helpful. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
brilliant.
So,
I love how you're helping people.
I know. And
Yeah,
then the baby, oh, he was fussy. Oh, I'm gonna make him a roller for
yep.
his little feet. But he's
And
always happy though. I mean, just that
there,
one day he was just
yeah,
really cranky. But
well, and
yeah.
it happens, so
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But it's okay. It's all
yeah,
good.
it is all
I put
good.
so that roller that you made me when I went to your house, dropped the
Mm-hmm,
bike off. I use
mm-hmm.
it. As soon as I get out of the shower, I put it on my knee. And
Perfect.
when I rubbed it in, I had some on my hand and I put it on Josh's neck. And he goes, oh,
Perfect. Perfect. And that roller we made because you were having your knee surgery.
after my knee
And
surgery, yeah.
yep, yep. And
Yep.
now all that's behind you, thank goodness.
Yeah. I just
There you
wish we
go.
knew what we put in it.
I've got it somewhere.
I was like, it smells so good though.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
I'll
It
put some
was
more
one I
on
made
later.
while traveling, so it was some of those oils that I had with.
Hmm.
We'll figure it out. That's why you got to
Yeah.
write it down.
All right.
All right. Anyway, if you have any questions or comments, post them, whether you're watching this in our private Facebook group or on YouTube. Questions, anything, reach out. We're happy to help. That's what we're here for. All right. Take care, Miss Brandy. Thank you for
You
joining.
too. You're welcome.
All right. Take care.
I will. Bye.
Bye.